There's a grave in the ground that shouldn't be.
Good afternoon, Biafrans. This is the 11th day of November 2024. And I am here again to respond to a question by somebody who just asked me, Prime Minister, what do we do to sustain the peace and security we've brought to Biafra land? And I told him, and I said, I am going to make this video to respond because I know many people are going to be asking the same question. So here is my response. The only way to sustain the peace that we have brought to Biafra territory and to the Biafra people is to make sure that Nigeria never breed within our territory. The Nigeria terrorist army, Nigeria terrorist state police, and every arm carrying person under Nigeria within Biafra territory must not be allowed to breed, because they are the main cause of insecurity. They are the terrorists that have been terrorizing people, facilitating the attack against indigenous people and shielding these ragtag terrorists when they come to kill. So we are not going to allow them to breed in Biafra territory until Biafra become an independent state, recognized under the international community and the United Nations. I want you to take a look at where Nigeria is breeding, how the security situation are in those places. Take a look in Yoruba land. Nigeria is breeding. 29,000 people have been reportedly killed by the Fulani terrorists. Look at the northeast, northwest, where Nigeria is breeding. There are many terrorist groups spreading
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Jim Moran. Yeah.
Good morning, wonderful Biafrans. Good morning, lovers of freedom. Anywhere that you are watching us from, good morning from here. Thank you for joining this morning. Thank you for joining. Charles Oji, I see you. Good morning from here. Biafrans in the homeland, Biafrans in diaspora, anywhere that you are watching us from, I welcome you this morning. Please share and share. Please don't mind the hitches. All these hitches that is happening, someday we are going to overcome all of them.
तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी, तू ही रूह का सुकून, तू ही अखियों की ठंडक, तू ही दिल की है दस्तक, और कुछ ना जानूं मैं, बस इतना ही जानूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं.
We are going to overcome as we progress through our freedom. Every obstacles on our way, we are going to, overcome them, including the including the network obstacles, or the obsolete gadgets. Someday it's going to be fine. So welcome, Biafrans, anywhere that you are watching us from. We have to show appreciation to our leaders who have led us this far, our eternal leaders. Odumegwu Ojukwu, we appreciate him. Philip Effiong, we appreciate him. Our leaders in detention, we appreciate them. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our first Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoku. They have done exceptionally well for our freedom. Their sacrifices are so enormous, and we can never forget them, not in this generation or generations. In fact, the sacrifices that our leaders have made in relation to our freedom, the remembrance will be till eternity. Biafra and beyond, we are going to continue to appreciate them because it's not easy. In this modern world that life is so precious, people are committing their lives for the freedom of their people. These people are so exceptional. They are made specially for this cause. And that is why we continue to appreciate them for what they stand for what they are doing for our freedom. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, have paid a lot of sacrifices. He's lost his parents. He left his company in the UK, his family, his children. He didn't want to betray them because he knew, or he knows, that his children will be greater when Biafra is fully restored. That is why he has ignored and rejected every advances made by the Nigerian government in order for him to lay down his arms and embrace one Nigeria, or even embrace restructuring. Even when at the initial stage, our leader was so, committed towards a restructured Nigeria, until the Nigerian government ignored his advice and came for the jugular. They came for his life. Since that time, our leader is committed. And if anybody thinks that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even at gunpoint, will give up Biafra, that person is actually joking, because our leader said that you can't kill my parents, you can't kill my people. You don't know how much he loved his father and his mother. You took them away from him, and you expect him to come and dine with you in the table. You expect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and reconcile with those who connived to kill his parents, to send him in exile? You expect him to come and reconcile with those who for 5 years have kept him where he is today? Is that what you think? So these people must be joking. And our leader said, even when you kill him, Biafra will come faster. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is like a bone in the throat of the Nigerian government. They can't vomit it. They cannot swallow it. They are going to die slowly. Very, very, very important. So it is very, very pertinent that our people understand
तू ही मेरा
our freedom.
तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी तू ही रूह का सुकून तू ही अखियों की ठंडक तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानूं मैं बस इतना ही जानूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी तू ही रूह का सुकून तू ही अखियों की ठंडक तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानूं मैं बस इतना ही जानूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, have paid a lot of sacrifices. He made a lot of sacrifices for our freedom. And if
तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत में
anybody is thinking that our leader, after the humiliation, intimidation, and harassment, and after what the Nigerian government have done to him, our leader can just give up Biafra, that person must be joking. So, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters, we appreciate our leaders. I also appreciate our Prime Minister of the moment, our active Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere. Ogechukwu Nkere is doing wonderfully well, making sure that the issue of Biafra is on the top table of American congressmen and women. We appreciate our lobbyists and our attorneys. They are also doing well. So it's very, very great to be part of this winning team. We appreciate our Information Minister, Mazi Sonia Akparawa, giving the authentic information message that is needed and exposing the terrorist Nigerian state atrocious activities in our land. So we continue to do the needful. Very, very, very important. We appreciate every Biafran that is contributing in one way or the other for our freedom. You guys are exceptional. You guys are wonderful. Continue to do the needful. It is very important for our freedom. No matter what we are passing through right now, once Biafra is fully restored, we are going to enjoy. We are going to be happy. We are going to appreciate the sacrifices we have done in relation to our freedom. So whatever you are passing through as a result of our freedom, know ye that it is for a moment. It is not going to be permanent. What will be permanent is the freedom that we are fighting for. We are going to get it. And once we achieve our freedom, it's going to be permanent for our children, for our generations, even yet unborn. And everybody will be so much appreciative of their contributions. So any little that you can contribute to support our freedom, don't hesitate to do that. Because the gods and goddesses of our land will always bear you witness. The gods and goddesses of our land will grant your wishes with success because you fought for the freedom of your people. You are fighting for the freedom of your people. So the gods of the land will always crown your effort with success. Very, very important. So today, the Biafran Republic government in exile, under the leadership of His Excellency Honorable Ogechukwu Nkere, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile, is encouraging and advising Biafrans all over the world, not only Biafrans, lovers of freedom, the oppressed, the intimidated, the harassed, Nigerian Christians, Biafran Christians, every lover of freedom all over the world, to show your solidarity and support for the American and the Israel governments, for the president of the free world, the leader of the free world, President Donald Trump, and the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. These men are the men of the moment at this time, because the python that have been eating up people's lives, the python that have been destroying homes, countries, families, the python has been taken down. The python is now down, and it is as a result of the courageousness and fearlessness of President Trump and the Prime Minister of Israel. Iran is the terrorist sponsor. Iran is a demonic country. The leaders of Iran are demonic country. They are jihadists. They are terrorists. A state sponsor of terrorism all over the world. In other words, the world with Iran is a world that can never have peace. So Iran is now collapsing under the leadership of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the President of the United States of America, President Trump, because they make it possible. They took up that challenge and responsibility. For 8 years, the world have lamented, the world have cried, the world have complained about the Iran terrorism, Iran finances of terrorism. And after complaining, they were not bold enough to take the bull by the horn, to confront Iran and held them into account. And because of that, Iran was so emboldened to do what they have been doing, terrorizing the world, terrorizing the Middle East, terrorizing Africa, because every atom of terrorism all around the world, Iran is engineering it. Iran is financing it using their proxies, like what is happening in today, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP, the ISIS, the Hezbollah. All these are affiliated to the terrorist state of Iran. What is happening in the Middle East, in Gaza, in Israel, in Pakistan, everywhere, Iran proxies are there destroying the lives and livelihood of the people, because they have a terrorist government, Islamic government in Iran, that their sole responsibility, their government is only focused on terrorism, harassment, and intimidation of the people. So why all was happening for 48 or 47 years, all these things have been happening, no president of the world took it upon himself to confront Iran. Every American president that have come have condemned the atrocious activities of the Iranian regime. But none has been so bold enough to confront Iran to its face. They have promised that Iran can never have nuclear weapon. They have warned Iran on several occasions. But now, none of them was able to take up the bull. None of them was able to challenge Iran. Many of them made long and sweet speeches to their people. Oh, they were applauded. At the end of the day, no action was taken. Their speeches were not backed with action. It takes only the action of the 47th President of the United States, President Trump, and the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. It is only their courage, their commitment, their strength together, and the love for the people and the love for the peace of the world that made them to confront this devil, this terrorist regime of Iran, and bring them to their knees. So every Biafran, anywhere that you are, every Nigerian, if you are a Nigerian, in fact, Nigeria does not exist. If you are a Nigerian Christian, if you are in Nigeria and you are Christian, nobody is so comfortable, nobody is so proud of Nigeria. But for the mere fact that all of you are having the Nigerian passport, that is why you are still being called a Nigerian. So every Christian in Nigeria, every Biafran, anywhere that you are all around the world, should support in solidarity with what the President of America and the Prime Minister of Israel is doing, because they are making the world more safer. We encourage everyone, look for American flag. Look for American flag. Look for the flag of Israel. Starting from tomorrow, Monday, make sure you wave it. You wave it in appreciation. You wave it in support. You wave it in acknowledgement for what the American government are doing, or what American government have done. This is an appreciation for that. Very, very important. When you see, it is basically clear that you are a Fulani man. So you see, Biafrans, for most of you who are on spaces where you see this fool called, his name is Nweke, you say his name is Nwesi, it is now crystal clear that everybody that is coming against America or Israel is a Fulani. Is a Fulani man. And that person is a terrorist. This Nweke is not Igbo. That name is just a borrowed name for you to be deceived. For most of you who find him in so many of your platforms and you give him opportunity of writing you messages, you think that you are being, you are staying with an Igbo person or a Biafran. You don't know that you are liaising with Fulani man. Maybe in some cases you give him your location. Oh, brother, where can we meet? You think that you are speaking to somebody who have the same mindset with you. You don't know that you are talking to a herdsman. You don't know that you are talking to an ISWAP member. You don't know that you are talking to a Fulani man who is an Boko Haram bearing your name. So you people should be mindful of who you are dealing with their names. You can't know an Igbo man by his name. It is only by his action, by his thinking, by his level of reasoning that you can use your number 6 and know that, yes, this man is truly an Igbo man. Tell me the reason why somebody will come at this 21st century where everybody is happy that Iran is being taken down, where everybody is joyful that America and Israel are doing the needful. What the 48 years, for 48 years, America, the world has cried about Iran, and yet nobody did anything. Now that actions are being taken against Iran, somebody will come to your platform and be criticizing the action of the president of the world or the prime minister of the world, what they have done against Iran. And you think that that person is a Igbo man? You think that that person means well for you if you are his friend? These are Fulanis. These are Fulanis that you find in our homes. These are Fulanis that you find around Biafran territory. They come and give you one name. Look at, if you want to know whether he's a Fulani man, just zoom his face. Zoom his ugly face, stony face. You know that this man is not an Igbo man. Don't mind the name that he's saying here, he's bearing here. That name is deceptive. That name is to use to deceive most of you, but not people like us, because we already know them. We already know them. Why we are rejoicing for what America is doing, let him continue to cry and cry and cry.
तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत में तू ही रूह का सुकून तू ही अखियों की ठंडक तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानूं मैं बस इतना ही जानूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं.
So let them continue to cry. Continue to cry. Nweke, whatever your name is, continue to cry. We don't give a damn.
तू ही मेरा तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी तू ही रूह का सुकून तू ही अखियों की ठंडक तू ही दिल की है दस्तक और कुछ ना जानूं मैं बस इतना ही जानूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा मैं क्या करूं सजदे सर झुकता है यारा मैं क्या करूं.
Let them continue to cry and lament. we don't give a damn. Nigeria must be, you see how Nigeria is crying? Just like this Mweke is crying here. That is how his Nigerian brothers and sisters, Fulani terrorists, are crying. Let me put it here.
तू ही मेरा जुनून, तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी, तू ही रूह का सुकून, तू ही अखियों की ठंडक, तू ही दिल की है दस्तक, और कुछ ना जानूं मैं, बस इतना ही जानूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, तू ही मेरा जुनून, तू ही तो मन्नत मेरी, तू ही रूह का सुकून, तू ही अखियों की ठंडक, तू ही दिल की है दस्तक, और कुछ ना जानूं मैं, बस इतना ही जानूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, तुझ में रब दिखता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं, सजदे सर झुकता है यारा, मैं क्या करूं.
The world is by now aware of the fact that 2 days ago, the United States of America and Israel attacked the state of Iran, killed its leader and a number of very senior political and military officers, as well as a number of other citizens. In the last 48 hours, therefore, with the entire region in the Middle East and neighboring countries has been aflame. Fights, rockets, and the world has sat up.
You see, the reason this man is lamenting, the reason why this Mweke you see is lamenting, is because the American government, the Israeli government have touched the heart of the lion that is feeding them. Iran is feeding Nigeria terrorism. Iran is promoting, encouraging Nigeria, funding the atrocities that is happening in Benue, supporting Nigeria to kill its citizens. Iran is supporting the Islamic agenda, Islamization agenda, because they know they are going to be beneficiaries if Nigeria is turned to Islamic totally. And why people are being killed in Nigeria? This Hakim Ahmed, did you hear him complain about the massacre in Benue? Did you hear him complain about the terrorists that are ravaging the north, Boronu? How the military are being killed, how generals are being kidnapped? Do you see them talk about the atrocity that is happening in Biafra territory? How they are killing innocent Biafrans, kidnapping them and harvesting their organs? Have you ever seen any tweet that this useless man called Nweke UC, go to his X handle and check whether you can see any tweet that he tweeted condemning the atrocities of the Nigerian state against indigenous people. Not only Biafrans, against indigenous people. You can never see it. These people were very much comfortable with the terrorism that is happening in Nigeria because Iran is funding. Iran is supporting. Turkey is also supporting. All these Islamic nations are supporting Nigeria with what they are doing. But the worst of it all is Iran, because Iran is the oga patapata of all these terrorist activities that is happening all over the world. Iran is the #1 sponsor. Iran is the #1 supporter of the Nigerian terrorist activities against us. You saw Iran, Hezbollah is in Nigeria. All the terrorist groups that are, that are banned, they are all having their ugly hairs in Nigeria. And where are they coming from? From the UC's north, from the Islamic north, from the Fulani clans, from the Fulani militias. These people come from them. They are comfortable with the chopped off your head. They are comfortable with Islamic State. Our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is somebody that you can never question anything that our leader said. All these people that you see in the north, they pretend to be Christians. They are northerners. They have any Fulani man that says he's a Christian. That Christianity is not to his heart. It's a takia. All of them are comfortable with an Islamic State. That is why they cannot complain. If you are a Christian and your Islamic brothers are killing Christians and you don't complain, what does it show? What does it mean? It means that you are comfortable with it. It means that you support it. It means that you approve of it. So they have advised them, go into Christianity. Go and start being a Christian. Think, oh, you think that they are Christians with you. They are not. They are Islamic Christians. They are hiding under Christianity to support jihad against you. That is what is happening. When all these atrocities are happening in Nigeria, when Deborah was beheaded, when Akaloka was beheaded and his head carried all over the north, these individuals, you did not see them complain. When one of our sisters in Anambra State was killed and his body parts, she was raped, his body parts thrown all over the farm, these Fulani jihadists never complained. The Fulani Christians did not lament. When Olo is under constant bombardment, when Biafrans are being kidnapped, when their organs are sold to the highest bidder in the international market, the people that are responsible are all these Fulanis. All of them. So when you see them complain, it is not from their heart.
This event was foreseeable, and one can say, given by the precedents of President Trump and Israel, almost inevitable. Clearly, the United States had decided to effect regime change, meaning removal of the entire leadership of Iran, and maybe installing a different one, or giving a chance to the citizens of Iran to choose who will next govern them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as neatly as leaders like Trump think. What we're likely to have is what we're beginning to see now.
So all these people are comfortable with an Islamic state. All of them. Ahmedo, every one of them, they are all comfortable with an Islamic state. That is why when you talk about anything that will destroy Nigeria, they are not going to support it. Nothing that you do that they are going to support. It's not going to happen. Because Israel is taking out the terrorists. That is why they are crying. That is why every one of them is crying. But they will continue to cry. We will continue to do the needful. We will continue to support Israel for their actions against this terrorist Nigerian state. So once you see them crying,
Regolamento de baixo e dois Rolex. Quando é que é Rolex? Aí, ué, tipo, não. Não chega esse dinheiro. E tem uma 90. Não pode dar as botas aqui. Vou comprar a melhor. Vou só pedir a vocês. Agora, no final, eu não vou existir. Só pedir. Não convém lá. Só pedir, boy. Só pedir. Aqui, estou a bazar.
okay.
Aqui. Rolex é filho do meu irmão.
Obrigado. Hello? Good morning, sir. What am I going upon? Enwetara m information na a na-achị discharge ND. Onye ma na-akpọ m just na ha kpọrọ ya na the girl kpọrọ ya. Ama m ọ gị kpọtara the girl? Welcome back. Welcome back. I was hanged for some time. I don't know whether my listeners can still hear me. I was hung for some time, but now I believe we are back. So thank you for being part, and we will continue. We must continue what we are doing. We must continue to do the needful. We must continue to fight for our freedom. There is nothing like freedom. Once you are free, then you can attain your potential. So like we are saying, the terrorist Nigerian state are crying. Those who are supporting them are also crying. But we can't help them. We can't help them at all. When the world was being terrorized, they kept quiet. They kept mute. When people are being killed, they said nothing. Now that they are now being held into account, you can hear them complaining. You can hear them lament. But that is their own cup of tea. Everybody, every person that supports Nigeria is evil. Every person that supports Nigeria is evil. So when you see them complain and lament, these are the evil men and women that love one Nigeria blood-sucking government. Yes, thank you. It was hanging before. It was hanging before, so I couldn't do a thing. I couldn't do a thing, but thank God we are back. Yeah, that is the problem, the issue that I'm having with my gadget. But it's fine. We're managing it until we update it. Okay. So everybody that you hear crying, everybody that you see crying, it is because what America and Israel is doing is really affecting them badly. What America and Israel are doing is really affecting them badly. So that is why they are crying. Hello, hello, man. Yeah, well, there's no bill to pay. And when you say ND not to pay, that's the place where you wanted to take. What is the protocol? No, no, wait now. Wait, let me check. Wait now. We are not ruling anything. Yesterday we expected it to be. And
On your second question, Nigeria and Israel are strong allies, are strong friends. We work together on many. I'll answer both of them. But on the first one regarding Iranian involvement in Nigeria, I think that is well documented. We know that there are certain movements. For example, the Islamic movement of Nigeria is sponsored and is backed by the Iranian regime. This is not me saying this. We've seen that documented by the Iranian regime. Ayatollah Khamenei, the supreme leader, posted on X his support and his backing and on there, so that's very open. And there are other areas as well that Iran is working for destabilizing not only Nigeria but all of West Africa. Apart from that, on your second question, Nigeria and Israel are allies, are strong friends. We work together on many areas, and as
Oh, thank you very much for your time with us today, Mr. Michael Free.
I'll answer both of them. But on the first one regarding Iranian involvement in Nigeria, I think that is well documented. We know that there are certain movements. For example, the Islamic movement of Nigeria is sponsored and is backed by the Iranian regime. This is not me saying this. We've seen that documented by the Iranian regime. Ayatollah Khamenei, the supreme leader, posted on X his support and his backing and on there, so that's very open. And there are other areas as well that Iran is working for destabilizing not only Nigeria but all of West Africa. Apart from that, on your second question, Nigeria and Israel are strong allies, are strong friends. We work together on many areas, and as Prime Minister Netanyahu said, we are willing and we are eager to partner with Nigeria according to Nigeria's needs and according to Nigeria's desires in order to help tackle instability within Nigeria, again, according to Nigerian needs and Nigerian desires and wishes.
Oh, thank you very much for your time with us today, Mr. Michael Free.
So this is a confirmation. The Israeli ambassador to Nigeria have confirmed that Iran is sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. You can see that, you hear that, you heard that from him. And that is why this Ahmed was crying. This Hakim Ahmed was crying because he knows the atrocity that they are committing. Ahmed was crying because America and Israel was holding them at the jog.
The world is by now aware of the fact that 2 days ago, the United States of America and Israel attacked the state of Iran, killed its leader and a number of very senior political and military officers, as well as a number of other citizens. In the last 48 hours, therefore, with the entire region in the Middle East and neighboring countries has been aflame, fights, rockets, and the world has sat up. This event was foreseeable, and one can say, given by the precedence of President Trump and Israel, almost inevitable. Clearly, the United States had decided to effect regime change, meaning removal of the entire leadership of Iran, and maybe installing a different one, or giving a chance to the citizens of Iran to choose who will next govern them. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as neatly as leaders like Trump think. What we're likely to have is what we're beginning to see now. A lot of chaos, prolonged crisis, both within Iran and around it, and a lot of uproar around the world. We don't expect anybody in the world to challenge what America and Israel have done. They've done this before, and the way things look, they are likely to do so anytime. What this attack has done is to reinforce the perception that exists right now, that there is no world order. The world has the order of the strong, and the weak has no order, and he has no reprieve, he has no recourse to anything except to run away from the strong or to submit to the strong. We have a large population of Shia in this country, and there are millions and millions of Shia and followers of Iran all over the world. They will obviously present what had happened and take steps to see what they can do to salvage what is left of the Iranian revolution, Iranian country, the Iranian leadership, and maybe to rebuild Iran. No one can say what would happen in the next few weeks. What we do know, and what we should be aware of in this country, is that America also has an interest in Nigeria. It has said so. It has already sent a bomb in our country. It says it will attack us. It says it will encourage massive changes in the way we live with each other, largely along Muslim-Christian lines. Under Trump, nobody should take America for granted. So we are in trouble too. But this is not the kind of trouble that will just come in one day and go. Nigerians were happy that America could go into another country, kill its leaders, or pluck them out, and embark on massive changes or hope that changes will occur, should look into the history of American involvement in other countries. So let's make a number of things very clear. Our leaders should condemn what Iran and Israel have done in Iran, and should do so very clearly and unequivocally. We do not support an activity, an action undertaken by one country against another. 2, we should demand that the international community stands up to condemn what America and Israel have done. 3, we should be very careful about the way we relate to America. If we continue on the path of disunity, and some of us are calling for America to come in and take over our country, bomb us, cage us, divide us, for America against our country, we are in danger, and we should say to the Americans, what you've done in Iran is condemnable, and Nigeria will not tolerate any more involvement of America in our affairs.
Biafrans, tomorrow is our sit at home. Make sure you come out with your Biafran flag, American flag, anywhere that you are, and support. No, tomorrow is sit at home. Make sure you have your Biafran and the American flag and Israel flag to wave in support of Israel and America for destroying the devil that have destroyed the world. But we thank them for holding Iran into account. I will come back for this broadcast because I have an urgent issue to attend to right now. So we'll continue when I come back. Ndewo no mu Chineke.